for another YouTube video. I'll be reviewing an album by American hip-hop and rock group, the Flobots. They are a group that do a lot of different things. It starts off with the intro track, which is pretty cool. Then we have The Circle in the Square, which is track number 2, which is welcoming people in. It's about bringing people together for peace and to unite and revolutionise and try and unify against government plans and try and look at different issues and try and address social issues and try and bring unity when doing it so people ain't divided, etc. Then we have Run Run Run, which is about being free and not running away and trying to be not to cause any wars and try and be peaceful and try and bring a peaceful revolution in, protests and etc. That's what that song's about. Then we have Sides. It's about having sides to the issues that they're addressing, that there will be when it comes to social issues in the world, and try and have peace and try and certain things like that. Then we have On Lost and Having, which is where he dresses more into religion. He talks about a lot of different things, and he talks about issues going on like with Osama bin Laden's shooting and capturing. He talks about, like in the chorus, and he talks about how people lose certain things when someone loses a life, and about people in the Bible references and about losing out certain things. And I think that's what that song's about, and having and giving and with money and certain things like that. That's what I got from the track. Then we're going to have Gonna Be Free, a really good song about freedom and being free within this society and free speech to voice your opinions and issues that you have, and everyone should have that freedom around the world, etc. That's what I got. Then we have One Last Show, which is just a fun track about them having one last show, which I think was really cool. Then we have the interlude. Then we have Wrestling Israel. That was another really good song. Wrestling Israel was about having certain beliefs that you hold, not to wrestle with them, but also not to wrestle with certain principles and values that you have, but also wrestle with certain religious beliefs when it comes to bringing peace, and don't let your religion affect the way you think with certain issues going on in Syria and Islamic countries, and say that you should still have love for people that have different aspects to you. Yeah, different religious aspects, which is a really good song, and he's saying don't wrestle with principles that you have, and I think that's what makes them really good. And I think that's said about the Flobots. They talk about their religious views, like the Catholic, with that one of the songs that had that. Then we have The Loneliness, about people being lonely and not fitting in within society, which can cause people to feel quite bad, and which I think is what that is about. And people can feel outcast within certain social groups and try and get them involved, and that's what that song's about. Then we have The Rose and the Thistle, both have songs. Again, it's about Catholic. He talks about Jesus and Mary. He talks about Jesus and Mary and different parts with the passages in the Bible, and I think that's saying good about the Flobots. They look at different perspectives on life, and then we have Journey After War Fatigue. Again, a brilliant song. I like how they go in on that and have about the effects after a war, how the soldiers might feel, and how they can have certain illnesses and depression and post-traumatic stress disorder that can cause the fighting a war with the bombs and etc. that go off, and how it affects them in life and how they can feel really bad, and makes that album fit really good. And I think that's definitely part of that part. Then we have Stop the Apocalypse, is about the environment, and that's what that song's about, the environment, where they, with recycling and how we're damaging the environment by polluting and pollution, how it's affecting the animals and how it makes people feel in general. And it's just an environmentalist track, and I think the Flobots definitely go in. I might put number 6 and then number 12 on, because I think they're really cool songs. Yeah, and I can talk more about this album. I loved how they mix different genres in with their music. I like how they do that. I think that's something I really love about this group, is the instruments, how they get a violin in the group and how the violins play with the drums, with the singing, the rapping, how it blends together, and how they address certain social issues within their music. And I think Flobots have got a new album coming out soon. Hope you stick with this and you continue doing what you're doing, because I think your music is just fantastic, and I like how you do your thing. And I probably will yeah, so rating of this album, I've got to be honest, I would have to give it between 7.5 to 8 personally. Don't think it was as good as Fight the Tools, being honest, and maybe this is their weakest album, but it's not an insult from it. I still think it's good, and it still has good parts. Because I think certain tracks, it didn't have the same feel as what Fight with Tools did, especially certain, like the first track, The Circle and the Square. I like how it tried to bring people together, but I think it lost certain parts to it. But that's just my opinion. And yeah, so definitely a 7.5 to an 8. Well, I think their other two albums are in the 9s, 8 and 9. This is 7 and 8. So it's slightly below them.
And if we can start a riot, if we can tear a seat down, if we can get the bad guys, crush enemies, cause casualties, if we can start a movement, if we can lift the city up, if we can heal the wounded, free our families, and history.
Play a bit of this one. So you hear different aspects to the Flobots music.
Been a long time. You were born one day, you were gonna die. Oh, but when you clock in, can't remember what you've forgotten. So let me tell you how it is here to exist here, living on this sphere. Hey, there was something called emotion and sensation, and they feel this way. You can riddle and play, you can lie and scheme, and while your children say pretty much anything, others will unride, colors will become cold, and they call this time, and it makes you old, it accelerates slowly.